就是 mahare mai kia ora koutou mata o e whana. Can we please stand for that and come a mudia kia whakarunga. Okay, as always, onwards and upwards. Kia ora and welcome, councillors, staff, members of the public, no member of the press. Welcome everyone, welcome to today's meeting. I've got an apology from Councillor Mackie. I'm happy to move that. Someone second, please. Councillor Kennedy, all those in favour? Aye. Those against. Late items. Anyone got any late items or urgent business? No. Declarations of interest. Yes, Councillor.
I'll probably have to have stand down when you're doing the road closure as a non-part of the South Otago Sports Car Club. For the temporary road closure for Cattle's really spring.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor. So just when we get to that bit, can you remind me or pull your chair back a bit or just something for that, but appreciate that. We don't need to vote on that, appreciate that. Move straight into public forum, and it's really neat to see a conglomerate of, and before they come up, I want to acknowledge that we've got many of our services, Anglican Family Care, Salvation Army. Team, you're working under the most challenging of circumstances on behalf of our district. So before you come here to address one problem, I want to acknowledge the work you do for our district, the difference you make, and also the bloody hard circumstances that you find yourself operating in at the moment. So, you know, it's a chance for us to say thank you, and we'd never miss a chance like that. But it's our privilege to have you here, and please come forward and looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Yes, please.
Yes. Thank you for that, Mr. Mayor, acknowledging the hard work the teams do here. My name's Xavier Sparks. I'm actually the area manager for the Salvation Army, so I came down from Dunedin for today at the request of these lovely ladies, so we could all be together and hopefully answer your questions. So thank you for having us. We appreciate this opportunity to speak today about a growing issue affecting our community op shops, dumping disguised as donations. This problem is not only costing us financially, but also undermining the charitable work we do across the Clutha region. There are 6 op shops operating in the Clutha area. We represent the Clutha op shop, the Red Cross shop in Clutha, the Toko op shop in Milton, and the Salvation Army family store. Did I miss anybody? Good. While our physical locations are in these towns, we serve and receive donations from the surrounding communities, including Owaka, Clinton, Lawrence, Waihola, and Tapanui. All of our stores are registered charitable trusts. Every dollar of profit goes directly back into supporting the people in the wider Clutha area through affordable goods and community assistance. We understand that rising costs driven by regulations and broader economic pressures are affecting everyone, and that these costs must be passed on somewhere. However, what we are experiencing is a direct consequence of individuals no longer being able to absorb these costs themselves. The result is that unwanted items are being left at our doors under the guise of donations, creating a significant financial burden for our charitable organisations. This is not a problem of poor management or negligence, it's a systematic issue, and we are doing everything we can to manage it responsibly. We've explored creative solutions, repurposing unsellable items, supporting homeless shelters, and supplying materials to local crafters and schools. But these avenues are also reaching their limits. The financial impact is growing. Rubbish disposal now ranks among our top expenses, surpassing even electricity, except maybe in winter, as I was just informed. Collectively, our shops are spending over $67,000 annually on waste management, and that figure is rising. Every fridge dumped costs us $50 to remove, and we receive multiples every year of this. We're not asking for a handout, we're asking for a partnership, a fixed monthly disposal fee or a subsidised tipping arrangement, similar to what other community-minded councils like Gore and Blenheim have done. This would make a meaningful difference. We remain committed to reducing landfill waste and recycling wherever possible, and we welcome any ideas or support that will help us continue this mission. If we are forced to close, the impact will be felt across the Clutha region. Our stores provide affordable goods, support vulnerable families, and reinvest every dollar of profit back into the community. We are asking for help, not for ourselves, but for the people we serve. If we close, this impact will still remain. The local businesses would lose our significant $67,000 that we already spend in waste, but the issue of dumping would still remain and then become solely a council's problem. We thank you for your time, your consideration, and any assistance that you can offer.
Thank you. Questions, team? Councillor Finch.
Thank you very much. Great, great to hear from you. $67,000 for waste now. What was it previous? Do you know?
We've got a lot of different stores here, so I'm guessing every store is different. Personally, for the Salvation Army, now that's we're just talking about skip fees here at this point. In 2022, we spent $5,000 on skip fees. In 2025, the Salvation Army spent $18,771 in skip fees. For tip fees here in Balclutha, again, I can only speak for the Salvation Army, we didn't used to get charged, which was phenomenal. Our fees now for the tip have gone up 93% in the last 12 months. It's still not a huge amount of money when you look at things, but for us, it's a huge amount of money because that means that money can't go back to your community.
Yes.
Councillor Herbert.
Thank you, and thank you for your presentation. So it would appear well, can you help me understand how you control, when you say dumping, how you control your items coming in? People are obviously allowed to dump them after hours or any time. So what I'm asking is, can you control that more tightly so it's only acceptable or worthwhile things you can receive, and the rest of those individuals then have to deal with themselves? Because it looks to me like the problem's being pushed onto you and then it's being pushed onto us.
So it doesn't work that way. So when we receive goods from as donations,
Yep.
what some people think that someone's going to be able to get some use out of it, right? So they give it to us.
Can you judge that there and
But
then?
we can only sell sellable goods. We can't sell trash.
But can you judge that the minute it comes in and say this?
No, we have to sort through it. So what's happening is, as an example, this morning there were 4 boxes of stuff left at the back of the Balclutha shop when we arrived there this morning.
So they do leave it after hours.
Yep, so it was just left
Absolutely.
there.
But
So we have to bring that in, and then we have to sort through it to see out of that what is salvageable. Out of those 4 boxes, we got 1 plastic bowl.
So could you somehow or other make it so people can't drop it off after hours?
How do you do that? How?
So we do have signs out asking people not to deliver
Dump after
anything
hours.
while we're not open for that very reason, but we can get to any of our stores throughout New Zealand, and I'm sure the other ladies are the same, and you can have that door completely piled up overnight. And usually, the people that are bringing stuff at night, it's not sellable. So-
Yeah, so put some cameras
So
on.
we'd love to find a solution, so please keep throwing around those ideas.
Put
We're happy to
cameras
try them.
But cameras also cost.
And
Yeah.
actually,
We can't afford that.
talking from the Salvation Army, because we work so closely with corrections, we don't actually prosecute people. And I know that's a problem, but it's just something we can't do. It's mainly the larger items, fridges, TVs, things that we can't and don't sell. Even if you tell people, I'm sorry, we can't sell that, we'll walk out the back to put something in the rubbish bin and they've left it anyway. So,
The Choco shop the day before, ended up with 2 black rubbish bags actually full of household trash.
Yeah.
Food scraps, rubbish, just.
So
And
it's
we've
it's
got
not
to
actually
open
the
that
cost,
load
it's
to
actually
see
the
what they
inherent
are.
problem with people
No.
dumping trash. It's not actually the cost, it's the fact that people are using you guys as dump.
But the
Yeah,
cost,
they
You
are.
need to stop there.
yeah.
the
Yeah.
cost actually starts this though.
Hmm.
The cost of the tip fees going up, people don't want to pay,
Hmm.
you know, and now instead of filling their wheelie bin up with a full rubbish bag, they'll take it somewhere else and dump it, whether it be the bush, the beach.
We
Somewhere
get
else.
constantly,
Or us.
we get
Yeah.
people rocking up with a trailer load of stuff and they said, the tip said it would cost this much, so I'm bringing it to you guys. And we could say no, we're going to take it somewhere close by and probably dump it on the side of the road. We do see that time and time again.
Or they'll go to social media and go, I went to the Salvation Army with all my fantastic stuff.
That's fine.
They turned it all away. And that loses us business. So whatever way, we've looked at this so many other different ways and we can't find.
I would love to.
What we're finding is that it's getting worse. It's becoming more and more often.
Every time
We've
the
always had stuff that was unsellable left for us. But over the last couple of months, it seems to be like way bigger and it just seems to be getting worse and worse.
So the other day you directly tied it with the dump fees.
Yeah.
Can you quantify the increase in recent weeks, months?
So we dropped a trailer load of stuff at the tip a couple of months ago and it cost us $98. We did one last month in July and it cost us $168.
That would be, but I'm meaning amount. You know, we used to take 3 loads to the dump a week, we're now having to take 10 or something
Well,
like that.
we're getting our skips empty more.
We only get the truck coming down from Dunedin once every 2 weeks. We tend to do a dump run then. Sometimes Emma will do a dump run in the van. We might be doing one every 2 weeks.
Yeah, in the van.
One every 2 weeks.
And we go about every 2 weeks.
Is what we're doing now. But yeah, it's gone from being an annoyance to actually becoming an issue.
But the skip is now one, every second day at least.
The skippers.
Yeah. Getting empty. That's a business as usual cost that we can carry, but yeah, it's all the rest of it, really.
And we are recycling stuff where we can, and it's not very much.
Councillor Payne.
Thank you, Your Worship, and yeah, same as Councillor Herbert, thank you for your presentation. Look, I'm just going to follow on from this. You've come to asking if we can help. You guys have been on this subject for a wee while. Are there some things that you guys have actually identified that would help the situation, i.e. gates, cameras, all that sort of stuff?
Yes,
have you
absolutely.
researched that and had a look into that?
Yes, absolutely, naturally, of course.
Yeah.
It comes with quite a huge cost also.
Yes.
You sort of said, what are we looking for here? We're looking for a partnership.
Yep.
For example, Gore charge the family store there $130 a month, and they can do as many loads as they like to the tip. So something like that would be really helpful.
Right.
It's not something we would advertise. We've had people say, but if people found out, then they'd just then bring everything to you.
Yeah.
They're bringing everything to us now.
Correct.
Okay, we try and mitigate it as much as possible by meeting and greeting each donor and taking stuff out of their hands, and seeing that way what we can sell and what we can't sell, informing them when we can't sell things. This isn't a problem that we have created. We're asking for help to try and find a solution to mitigate it.
Can I ask, please, Steve, do you see that there's an option for someone like Scott to liaise with the group and come back to council with the wider options so that, so that there's a paper comes to council?
Well, through your worship, the one thing that public forums can do is generate papers. Absolutely, we can bring a paper back. Obviously, you just need to be prepared for what's likely to be in the paper, which is the question around offering discounts for things. So staff can bring you the paperwork and we'll definitely be liaising with the groups. But as the groups have said, they've been in this for a while and they've been working their way through what solutions are. I don't think staff are necessarily going to come up with a solution that hasn't already been thought of. Absolutely, we can take direction from this public forum to do a paper on the matter and bring it to council. It's not a problem.
Councillor Martin.
I've just got a couple of questions and possibly one way on that topic there. Hi ladies, Charlotte Martin from Lawrence Chirpy Ward. Also liaise with all the other stores throughout the district too to see if they're having the same issues. Just to get a bit more feedback if we're going to have staff generate a paper and find out how big the solution is. I'm not talking Salvation Army, we've got a hospice shop, we've got a hospital.
So I represent two of those shops. I represent the Toko Community Shop in Milton and the new Balclutha op shop and
But what I'm saying is, if that's another option though for the staff member, if staff allow
Yeah.
the staff member to come and liaise with
Yeah.
everyone to get a bigger picture. But what I was going to say is currently, obviously, everyone else's kindness is bankrupting us, isn't it? So but I noticed you didn't mention Dunedin City Council. You spoke about Gore
Yes.
and so forth.
yeah,
So what
yeah.
did Dunedin City Council
They don't do anything either. They're on my hit list as well.
Right.
Got any names you can give me?
Okay,
And to be fair, in Dunedin, we spend $90,000 a year on waste.
And 97 in the Clutha district.
67
67
combined
gets across
total of all the
6
stores.
stores.
Yeah,
Throughout the district.
yeah.
Yes.
any further questions, team? If not, it certainly will be my hope that we come back to you and study options and the paper comes back to council. I think you're left in the invidious position that you're the pseudo dump in a way for us, and that's non-sustainable for you. So we have to at least consider options. Really, once again, thank you for today, but
you.
not only that, thank you for every day. So, kia ora, team. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Right, public forum, Mr. Barrett.
Yeah, good afternoon. I won't